someone reading Artisans of the New Earth, a chapter about the sacred marriage. What is the best way to learn lessons in a resolution relationship, especially when situations really challenge me? Can a resolution relationship ever turn into a sacred marriage? Well, so a resolution relationship is when two people get together to evolve their karmic issues. That's what the attraction is. It functions it can function to accelerate your evolution. The best way to work through it is, as I mentioned in the book, is to not engage in the other's issues. They could be involving you in their fears and putting all their issues onto you. But I mean, we can't help that because we project until we reach the seventh direction, or the dissolution of ego. It's normal. The other's gonna act as a mirror for us, for our separateness to God. But it can be the best way. A resolution relationship can be the best way to accelerate your evolution if you learn sovereignty, if you learn to not engage. That means to not take on the other's issues. It's really a challenge, because if you're accused of something, automatically you want to defend. You're going to say, no, I didn't do that. It's like, I'm not that. But then, because you're in a defensive position, you do become that person who you're trying not to identify with anymore. So you can't even defend. You just have to not get involved. The other person then will, if they're cognitive, will understand. Okay, I was putting this onto the other. If they're not cognitive, if they're not willing to move on, then the relationship will quickly end. But if they are cognitive, then it's a possibility of evolution. Then it can change into something else. A lot has to do with the woman, because the woman holds the matrix. If a woman is spinning in her issues and putting that onto the man has no possible way of getting liberated through it. Where if the man comes with his tantrum, the woman doesn't get involved. The man then has the choice. Am I going to make an even bigger tantrum? Am I going to get even more angry? Or if the man is a warrior and he's learned how to fight those battles within himself, he's learned how to disengage from his ego, then it's a possibility. And it's a possibility that it can evolve. But it takes two people who are on the edge of the seventh direction, or of, in a sense, enlightenment, where they're no longer identifying with their separateness from God. Each in their own way have lived the disillusion of ego. Then I don't know how it happens, this actual sacred marriage. It's like it's not on a level of romance, it's on the level of freedom, where where the other the other functions as a doorway to freedom. Once in the sacred marriage, if the two relate to one another from an ego level, there's like the sacred marriage dissolves. It's like there's nothing there, because there's no there's no possibility then, because it's on a different, it's in a whole different frequency. You don't mirror one another because there's nothing to mirror. When two mirrors face one another, what do you see? You just see infinity in both directions. So it's not like when people say, well, the other acts as a mirror, but in the sacred marriage that doesn't work anymore, because there's nobody there to be mirrored. It functions rather as on the level of imparting. So that the sacred marriage is characterized by a feeling of completion, freedom, where you grant each other freedom, and then when the two are together, their channels can join in service. It opens up amazing potentials for working on a spiritual level, where you're crafting in the invisible. So the question is, can a resolution relationship evolve into a sacred marriage? It can, providing the two people are ready, are in that direction.